Chris, we have one request to address the council that I'd like to take as Bert Wilson comes forward. A time check. Are we good to proceed with number 10?
I think we are.
Okay. Bert, you had a comment.
Mr. Chairman, before
Yes.
Bert comes up, just a procedural issue, and I really have no real oar in the water on this one. But are we going to continue the former chairman's draconian policy of no breaks? Or are you going to have a more enlightened policy of refreshing breaks from time to time?
Well, I have to
modern young people.
I have to confess, I learned from the best. But
Could we question that?
Is this on?
I think that given Bert's propensity for short comments, we'll take a short
I'm
break.
not going to go over 10 minutes.
Well, you're standing between a council and an audience who would like to take a 5 to 10 minute break. So, Bert, welcome. You wish to
congratulations, Randy. It
Thank
was
you.
a fait accompli. And Phil, I understand you're the new Grand Poobah of the PPIC.
I'm a board member.
Well, soon you will be the Grand Poobah of the PPIC. Lady and gentlemen, I'd like to elaborate on something I touched on at the last meeting because I think it's very important to how you proceed. It's so important I'm filing a complaint tomorrow with the state and federal EPA about it. And that is the Chapter 22 of the EIR-EIS concerning air quality. They put a pretty good example of the Delta as holding in bad quality air all the time. It's not a general place that is without pollution. To this is going to be added all of the BDCP construction. Muck trucks going 24 hours a day, diesel engines, taking the muck to we don't even know where yet. Pile drivers every 7 seconds, 24 hours a day. Diesel engines illuminating lights at night. All of this sort of thing contributes particulate matter, toxic contaminants, and greenhouse gases, and it over-pollutes the Delta. Over-pollutes it because there is a level, the air quality management districts say this is safe to work there, but what the Chapter 22 says, the pollution is going to be above that. Now, what are they going to do to mitigate that, which is a wonderful ICF word? What they plan to do is to buy carbon credits from the San Francisco Air Quality Management District. And this is what Steve Centerwall was referring to at the last meeting when he said, we're going to zero it out. We're going to zero everything out. You got it, Mr. Roostaller, I think, when I explained it then. What they're going to zero out, they're only going to zero out on paper. They are not zeroing it out in fact. In fact, the work people are going to be asked to go into the Delta where the pollution is going to remain the same, even though on paper it's zeroed out. Now, the only word I know for this is fraud. And I think you are all honorable, ethical people here, and there's no way the BDCP can continue construction or can construct anything in the Delta if they're going to have, the workmen are going to have to work in fully polluted air, risking severe illness and even death through cancer-causing particulates in the air. So I would, you see, if you bring the BDCP into the Delta plan, you're going to be responsible, as it is now. You're going to be responsible for this. So I think, I'm not expecting you to today or even next month say, well, the BDCP is we're not going to accept it because we can't send workmen into highly polluted areas, which are only zeroed out in your dreams. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention today because I think it is really important, and I think it's a fraud of the BDCP. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Bert, thank you for coming. Ladies, be sure to note that this was in response to file item number 7. We'll now take a break. We will return and resume with file item 10 beginning at 11:30. Thank you.